So, as you can imagine, after being molested, that was one incident in my life. But when I think about the challenges that have occurred, that I've had to overcome, there's one specific one that, after that incident, really contributed to me being stuck even more. And I remember it so clearly. It was a little after midnight. It was a fall. I was 13 years old. There I was at Providence Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland. And it was an incident that devastated me. Let me tell you a little bit about just the backdrop of that. I was starting not to feel well. As a result of being molested, I was drinking, I was smoking, I was getting high by the time I was 12 years old. And so I was, starting to be promiscuous. And so, I was having all of these bladder issues, and my mother decided to take me to the doctors. And so we're sitting in the doctor's office and waiting for them to come back with whatever prescription I was going to have to take. And the doctor had left the office, ran some tests, came back into the office and said, "Your daughter is pregnant." I don't even remember much after that. I don't remember what my mother said. I just remember once we got home, my father was pacing in the kitchen. He's going back and forth and yelling, and I will send that guy to prison for statutory rape. You better hope that I don't do that. What are you going to do? I said, "I want to have my baby." "What do you mean? You're a baby trying to have a baby. You're not going to have that baby." And so, because I was so far along, it was about 3.5 months, they elected to wait until I was about 4 months, put me in a hospital, and there I was having a saline-type abortion where they sent me into labor. And there, a little after midnight, on that December 10th, I'm 13 years old, I ejected a dead child from my body, and I asked to see it. That experience sent me into a really dark place for a long time. I tried to commit suicide multiple times, continue to drink, get high, do all sorts of things that my parents didn't understand because they didn't know that I had been molested. So they didn't know how that had contributed to all the things that I was going through. But that I spiraled, and I vowed that I would never let anybody else hurt me. I became angry. That one experience took me decades to overcome. Decades.